did learn some Maharal this week. We usually learn the Aryeh, right? Gewöhnlich, vielleicht lernen we learned the verse Hashem, but the fleck learning the Aryeh, right? Last night I wasn't sure if we were going to learn we were going to learn the thing. Wieso heißt es? The Slavi, with Hashem, we have the Aryeh. We learned the shtickle to the Slavi. And looks like we're going to be able to learn also the Aryeh. That's Hashem. So let's first see. What is that? Where's Sandra? This is chapter 14. It's back in Dalet. So what was that? Oh, so he's Tia Teres Metzora. Lama learning. Pratla Trefa. So Lama Zayn, the Rashi. So Rashi says, you can't have for the bird that you use for the korbanos. I saw at work there's a kan zipper. There's the bird's nest, and right by the window where I walk in to the hallway, one of the windows with the bars on it, I work in the prison. There's a bird's nest with a tobola. There's a dove sitting on the eggs. The eggs hatch as a baby bird underneath it, where it has feathers on it, and you tap on the window, it won't move. So I remember Choshver Sheshiva told me once that because once I was Mekayim the mitzvah Shalach HaKan, and it was around Shkia time, and this Rashiva told me that a dove the mother is only on the nest around Shkia. Otherwise, the father is on the nest. And this I saw for the past few days. The bird on the nest, I'm assuming, is the male, is the zocher. And then the nekeva, the mama bird, I didn't see her. So I saw another one was making a nest on to be Mekayim Shalach HaKan. So there was no kan yet, they were building. Anyway, this morning, Baruch Hashem, the mama and the tata sind gewähnt zusammen. So I tapped on the window, even though I couldn't open the window, I couldn't be Mekayim as a bonim tikach loch. But I was able to Mekayim Shalach HaSa'im. And she flew away, perched on the next building over, and I saw it was heist. Einecha Yoinim. Those that know was heist in Shir. Anyway, that your eyes are like doves, meaning the amount of devotion that doves have for each other is a mashal for what the Klal Yisrael have for the Born Shalom. I remember Shabbos HaGadol Drasha by the Ulama of Shlita in Queens. They used to daven there by the Ulama Shtibel sometimes. And especially Shabbos HaGadol, Shabbos Shuvah. I don't remember Shabbos HaGadol, Shabbos Shuvah, but it makes sense for Shabbos HaGadol because we say Shabbos Shuvah Pesach. He said, Veinecha Yoinim. He said, the Maisa, I think it was by Reb Chaim Berlin. It was Rav in Moscow, right? That's when the yeshiva was named after the Rav of Moscow, the Moscow Rav. And he found Eid as gewähnt so weit von Yiddishkeit. Don't remember what the story was, but he asked some Indian, he asked did I do the right thing? He was intermarried, but that doesn't make sense if it's on the bris, because it would be, I don't remember was so far from Yiddishkeit had to this one mitzvah. He said that's what it means. Even from far away, his eyes are still on the burnished line. Anyway, so in this Sedra in Metzora, we have the yoinim, we have the yoina and the turim, the turtle doves and the pigeons that would be used as sacrifices, particularly to purify the leper. So So Nachmanides has a question on this. Medrash said Perek Shiluach Hakan, and so everything is connected. I didn't even look at this, but he brings a Gemara in Chulin that talks about the halachas of Shiluach Hakan. According to the opinion that animal, what does it mean a treifa? That it's torn up? That it doesn't just mean not kosher. It means it's torn up, and it's understood that it has some kind of a terminal injury or disease. So he says this homily only works according to the opinion, which is a simple, obvious halacha that of someone who that an animal or a bird or whatever it is that's a treifa is something that is terminal, right? But there is another opinion. Treifa could be not terminal, and still it would be a halachic issue that's not kosher because it was attacked, because it was torn up. If he died, the Heilige Zayt, the Maharal he says like this: according to my opinion, Mahalikasha, that's really not a question here. The Vadai Menkara ki Gminan Hasam Taharis Light Treifus. When it says that they have to be these pure birds, it means that they're not treifus, right? They're not. And then I will tell sich in the mikveh. When it says they're alive, it means that it shouldn't come only with the tips of their limbs. You can't be missing a limb. That's a mum. Right, Rashi says that's a blemish, so you can't make a sacrifice of Eloi also tyrus. With the treifus, but if this word tyrus doesn't come, the pure ones doesn't come to limit that it's not the treifus, that it's not the torn animals that are not kosher, that are terminally ill. Even if you say, according to the opinion, that a treifa is not terminal and it could live, still, it's not really fully alive, meaning not treif, right? Ramban died to cave in a treifa chaya, because Nachmanides is saying, according to the opinion, that an animal that's attacked could still live, like l'mutim and chayas v'lei treifas, you don't have that limiting language of alive and not treifas, not torn. L'fi dvorav ha'odeh kamar tyrus v'lei treifas, and that, according to that, that's why it says pure and not torn, and the Kamasham Treifus Mechayis, that we compare the treifus, the unclean animals, the not treifus, the torn animals from the living, that when it says treifus, it means the torn animals, that when it says chayis, it couldn't mean treifus. The nichel amandamar treifa chaya. Still, according to the opinion that a treifa could live, but according to the opinion that the treifa is not a lebedika, that's where there's a kasha. So according to his words, we can explain like this. How much longer is it? Alright, we're gonna have to go. Ki lamanda amar treifa chaya leimetzina l'mayit min a chayas treifa. According to the opinion that a treifa could live, we don't see that the word chayas eliminates the treifa. According to the opinion that the treifa could not live, then the word chayas eliminates the treifas. I'm going to go toivel zich, we'll pause this and we'll come back. Mitzvah Shem.